Brown.
Like I said, I'm Adrian Nohos, and I am actually from Tucson, Arizona, which helped me get here to this university. My major is special education with a minor of English. All right, Sydney, where are you from?
I am from a small town called Tuba City, Arizona. It is located on the Navajo Reservation, an hour north of Flagstaff, for those of you who don't exactly know where Tuba City is, but that is where I'm from.
That is really far out from Tucson. Let's give a round of applause here. Well, so what's your major? Like, what do you plan to do?
So right now I'm a nursing major, and I chose nursing because my mom's a nurse, my whole family is into like the public safety and stuff like that. So I was like, maybe I should just go with nursing since I have so many people in it already. But since I've been here, I kind of like looking back on that decision, and I think I'm gonna go into nutrition later.
Look at Sydney, always wanting to help people. Let's give her another round of applause. That is so good. Proud of her. So this is the next interesting question. I mean, this is a little bit different, but why did I come to the University of Arizona? Well, this one's a little bit tough for me because I had offers all across Arizona. I had NAU, the school up north. I don't even want to mention their name right now, and then U of A. So I started checking into a bunch of programs, such as journalism, liberal arts, and even teaching, which I want to become one day. And I was very unsure what I wanted to do. So I didn't want to take off, but I can't stand this heat. I mean, this seat's really hot. I feel like I'm just dying out here. But the school actually inspired me because it felt like I was right at home. It's right in my backyard. It's where my family is at, and I know I couldn't leave them. So there's been a lot of ups, and sometimes there's a few downs that happen, but I just know that I can go to college and still be around where my family is at and where our home is at, which I really love and thoroughly enjoy. I currently do live in Vail, Arizona, which is just outside Tucson, but it's not that far where I can't drive home every day back and forth. So I am proud to become a Wildcat.
Well, that's pretty interesting, Adrian, because you came to the U of A because you wanted to stay close to family. Me, on the other hand,
Yes, I did.
I wanted to get away from my family.
What?
Yeah.
Dramatic music playing. Why did you want to get away from family?
Well, growing up, my grandma was really protective over me. I couldn't even go to a sleepover till like I was in the 8th grade. Like, what kind of stuff is that? So, yeah, I wanted to like go out and like spread my wings a little bit. And U of A, in high school, I was doing like a whole bunch of research on colleges, and just like you, I had so many offers to go out of state, in state, all over the United States. But what really caught my eye was the softball team. I was in 5th grade, and I was sitting there in front of the TV watching the U of A softball girls play, and I just fell in love with it. And so I was like, I'm gonna go there one day. I'm gonna be on that team. And
Great softball team, great sports.
And then not only that, but through my research, I found out that U of A is actually the number one nursing school, has the number one nursing program in Arizona, and it's like one of the best in the U.S. A lot of other people, they'd like to apply here, and it's really competitive. You have to like, on average, it's like a 4.2 GPA. You have to like have a 4.0 just to even be considered into their program. So it's really competitive, and so me being the person that I am, I like a challenge, so that's why I kind of like went to the U of A. But this kind of like goes into the next topic, which is talk about a college topic of your choice. Since I've been here, I've kind of just like been thinking back on what I actually want to do, and nursing is good and everything, but I took a nutrition course this semester, and it totally changed the way I view things and the way I see things now. because we learned about the nutrition facts on labels, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and all that. And my friends make fun of me now. Well, everywhere we go, like we go to the store, or we go to eat, they're like, all right, we need to wait for Sydney. She needs to calculate our food. So I'll be sitting there with my phone. I'm like, all right, there's like 6 grams of like carbohydrates. There's like so many grams of protein. I'm just sitting there just calculating, and my friends are just like, all right, we get it. You're a health nut. And it's kind of funny because I started actually unknowingly doing this when I was in high school, because people would come up to me, they're like, oh, can you make me like a meal plan for like the week or for the month? Oh, I want to be like this way by next summer. Can you like make a workout plan for me? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I kind of have to thank my uncle for this, because he got me into like weight training, eating right, and stuff like that.
Props to your uncle.
And I took it even further by like buying all the muscle magazines, nutrition books, and stuff like that. And so a lot of the stuff that I'd read in those books was the same thing that I was learning in my nutrition class. So I just thought it was really interesting. I was like, oh my God, I was actually learning. I can learn. that was so surprised. I was so surprised at that. I was like,
you can learn. I think we all can learn here. I mean, we're Wildcats.
Yes, we're Wildcats. We're not devils.
Right.
So that nutrition course changed.
That is an interesting course, Sydney. I mean, I haven't really thought about nutrition that well or that much. So counting calories must be a huge thing, and trying to calculate how much carbohydrates you need to take. So props to you. Give a round of applause.
What course interests you?
A course that interests me. Well, I was actually having trouble finding my way in this university for my freshman year. I was bouncing around majors, not knowing what I wanted to take, and I bumped into one of my advisors. She told me to take 2 classes. One was Project Soar, and the other was an Introduction to Disability. See, I didn't really think about disabilities as much as what that class has taught me. And I'm going to share a little bit of what that class taught me. We weren't trying to promote here as disability, they need help, like special need, like they really truly need it. That's not what the class is about. The class is about learning about the disabilities that people have had in the past. And it's really helped me to like see these people as people. More than less, people view disabilities as a bad thing and as a troublesome, and they feel bad and, they just need to help them because they're having trouble. Well, that's not necessarily true. These people have a mind, and they're actually quite intelligent. I mean, I've met people with disabilities who are doctors, PhD candidates, and they really impressed me a lot. Not just the fact that they have a disability, but the fact that they didn't listen to what the medical statement said. It says, you can't get this. You can't even get a college degree. And they're over here just saying, yes, I can. And they're doing it. They're living their dream. And that's what really helped me out, is going into this class with an amazing professor named Michael Hartley, and him sharing all these stories, bringing people who have disabilities in the classroom to talk, to even speak out. Or one of our instructors, he was deaf. And he signed the whole class with an interpreter, but just seeing the hand sign movements made me want to take sign language. So that helped me out a lot as well. On top of that, another question says, what it's like to be a Wildcat. Well, I think finding friends and people that actually care about you is what being a Wildcat is. It's actually to the point where it's just more than friends. They're family. They start welcoming you into their lives. It's like it's growing up. And I have actually enjoyed that way more than actually just coming to school. I come to school to like learn about what the topics are, but the friends there's just that backbone that just keep you driving and wanting to wake up and actually come back to school. And that's what's helped me from that's what helped me with my major and just school in general. I mean, yeah, I do have a lot of ups and downs with other things, but having those friends that are basically family has really helped me succeed in college.
That's nice. You really touched me right there with that speech. Well, for me, being a Wildcat is striving for success, is being the best that you can be. And the only way you can get that is having friends and family to get you there. So that's what being a Wildcat is about. Uh-oh, you hear that?
Yeah, I hear the bell.
I gotta go to class.
We have class. We have to get going. Make sure we're not late. I mean, luckily that's the first bell and not the second one.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to thank you all for listening in. And remember to bear down.
Exactly. Bear down.